someone who voted in Edmonton. We have spoken to along the campaign trail. He voted for the very first time, was an undecided voter for much of the campaign, but we checked in after he'd made his decision, and we thought we'd just have a few minutes with Callum La Roi one more time, now that we know how the election turned out. So good morning and welcome back again.
Good morning, Heather. I think I should move to Ontario because I'm just getting up so early all the time now.
I know. I promise this is our final conversation for now, because we know we have a period of time. Of course, how long it'll be, majority, minority, we don't know yet, but we do know the outcome, a Liberal victory. What's your take overall?
Well, I think overall it's not exactly what I expected. I expected probably a little bit better of a turnout for the Liberals. But I think that a minority will still work. I think we have enough, maybe I'm wrong now, but I think we have enough NDP people to make we definitely do, to make a kind of coalition.
To take it over in votes.
Yeah,
7.
so I think we kind of have it.
It'll be interesting, though, won't it, with two very, very strong, you're a student of politics, two very strong parties in the House. We haven't had that kind of essentially two-party system for some time. But when you say we, just in case anyone hasn't followed our conversations, you ended up, after being undecided at the start, voting NDP, as you told us, because of the strength of your local candidate. The NDP did not fare well overall, Callum, with just 7 seats. So what is your perspective on the NDP outcome?
Yeah, so that's not good. But I think we all kind of expected that this would happen based off the polls. Very bad turnout. I mean, I think last night it was 6.1%, which is, not good. I think the problem might have been maybe less on the individual candidates and more on the leader and more on kind of what's happening down south. Mm-hmm. I think that the individual candidates have been fighting, or usually fight, a really good ground game. And I don't know if Jagmeet Singh helped them very much. Specifically in Edmonton, he's been here twice. Did one of his big rallies here and did not keep Edmonton Griesbach or win Edmonton Centre, which is kind of what the NDP had been hoping for here. And
so he has stepped down. And again, what do you think then for the future of the party with the prospect of a new leader at the helm?
I don't know how that's going to go, but I think that the new leader needs to rally the troops. They need to reinvigorate the party and its base, and they need to speak to the people who have traditionally voted NDP, which is the working people. And I know Jagmeet Singh, he tried to, but I don't know if that got through. I think maybe the Conservatives came through for the working people a little bit more than the NDP normally does.
So interesting, your perspective. You've obviously followed it. You're a student of politics, but you were very invested because you voted for the very first time you're eligible to do so in a federal election, and this election of extreme consequence. Having cast your vote, having participated for the first time, Callum, what's been your overall perspective on the experience and the political moment you took part in?
Yeah, I voted, and I was basically on a high after that for the rest of the day. Life was great after that, and I was like, I love participating in democracy. This is so fun. Not actually, but basically. And I think it's really important that now's the time that I got to express my democratic right. And I encouraged everyone I knew to vote. So I think it's really important. I do want to say that if we didn't have a first-past-the-post system or a majoritarian system, maybe things could have been a little bit different, and maybe the two-party system would be less severe.
In this particular round, maybe we'll talk about electoral reform in this next mandate. We will see. It keeps coming up, of course, doesn't it? So we talked a little bit quickly about the future for the party which you supported. What about now for the new Liberal government and the new Prime Minister? What do you want him to do now?
That's a good question. I think, well, when I talk to a lot of people, young people, people that I know, they want action on the economy and they want him to keep his promises. So I'm really hoping that and by he I mean Carney, he takes action on the economy and he keeps the promises that he's made. And the other thing is he needs to unify Canadians and he needs to speak to people who are going to feel very, very annoyed is an easy way to put it, or a nice way to put it, with, a fourth Liberal government. I'm excited to see what happens in Alberta because there has been some talk of, people wanting to leave Alberta if the Conservatives lost. So we'll see how that ends up turning out.
You're right. Definitely one of the storylines to watch. But he made the promises for invigorating the economy and talked about governing for all Canadians. That was part of the victory speech last night. So, Callum, you keep watching and holding to account. Pleasure to meet you as you voted for the first time in this country. Thanks for all the conversations throughout.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Bye, Callum.